Hey everybody, it's Lexi from Detroit Yoga Lab. I'm just here this morning with a class for you. Slow flow, definitely gonna move and feel our bodies and breathe, most importantly. Thanks for joining us online. I have some animals that might be in the camera, but here we go. So let's just start in a seat. You can find a comfortable cross-legged position on your mat. Hands can rest in the lap. If it's comfortable, close your eyes. Let's start with some deep breaths. Start from the base of the lungs. So where the navel is, breathe in, inhale. Bring it all the way up into the heart. Then open the mouth and sigh. Root your sitting bones into the ground. Take another one. Deep breath in, starting from the bottom of the lungs. Inhale. Feel your ribs right to left like it's a big circle. Bring it all the way up into the heart. Hold. And then release. And let the shoulders drop down. Imagine your skin relaxing in the back. And take one more together. Inhale, deep breath, bottom of the lungs all the way to the top. Hold, soften, and then exhale. Let's bring the palms together, heart center. Use this time, really just feel your body. I know it's a heady time for all of us, so let's take the time to get into the gross body, the feet, the legs, and keep mind body connected as we breathe. Let's take an inhale, reach the arms up, lift the gaze. Then as you exhale, let's take a twist. Right fingertips come behind you, left hand to the right knee. Just a simple turn. As you inhale, grow your spine tall. On the exhale, stay seated and softly gaze over the right shoulder. Good. Inhale, reach the arms back to center as you ground your sits bones. Then twist other way. Exhale, left fingertips behind you, right fingertips to the knee. Turn. Inhale, hold. Exhale, soften, gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, reach the arms back to center. And then as you exhale, let's bring the palms to heart center. Let's come forward onto hands and knees. I'm going to take some time here, as we usually do in the beginning of practice, just for you to move in whatever way feels comfortable. So take a few deep breaths in hands and knees, or a few conscious breaths as you start to move. You notice where your body might be asking to open, to release, or to explore. Again, there's no right and wrong here. You're just moving, self-practice. Take another few rounds of breath. And that feels nice. Inhale, reach back to center. We're going to meet in downward facing dog. We'll start there. So spread your palms wide. Take your palms distance in front of the shoulders. Tuck your toes under, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. You're here for about 5 breaths. Again, you could pedal out the legs. You might keep the knees bent a little bit. Hang the head side to side. Keep that conscious breathing going. Nice, you guys. Let's start with the right leg. I'm going to draw the right leg up and back behind you. Let's take a twist for a moment. So bend the knee and open up the hip crease. Exhale to draw the heel to your glute. Then inhale, lengthen the leg back to center, toes pointing to the ground. As you exhale, step the foot forward between the hands. Lower the back knee down. Let's come into Anjaneyasana. First, hands on the front thigh. You can just take a moment to feel the ground under you. Press the right foot down. Press the top of the left foot down. Let your tailbone become heavy. Draw your navel in, then reach the arms up as you inhale. On the exhale, clasp the hands behind the low back. Inhale, lift the heart. And as you exhale, take the palms back. Try to pull the palms slightly apart. Deep breath. And let's exhale, release. Bring the palms back to the earth and then straighten the front leg and shift the hips back. So a half splits or a hamstring stretch. Let's do that a couple times dynamically. So inhale, come forward, fingertips to ground or to blocks. And then exhale, shift the pelvis back. Let the right toes pop up. One more time. Inhale, forward, runner's lunge. Exhale, pull the hips back. I'm going to pause here. Hands can be on blocks or the earth. Dig the right heel in gently to the earth as you try to pull the mat backwards. Fold. Lengthen the heart forward to the toes. And then exhale, walk the hands back, runner's lunge. Take it back, downward facing dog. Take the other side. Inhale the left leg up and back. Put a bend in the knee, open the hip. Exhale. Press the palms down evenly. Inhale, leg back onto center. Exhale, step the foot forward between the hands, lower the back knee. Same thing. Low lunge first. Hands can come to the hips or thighs just to get situated in the feet. So really feel the ground under you. Press the left foot down. Press the top of the right foot down and scissor the inner thighs. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Find that length in your spine. And then exhale, clasp the hands behind the back. Inhale, shoulders roll open. Exhale, try to pull the palms slightly apart. Good, guys. Inhale, you can re-reach the arms, lift the gaze. And then exhale, fingertips surround that front foot. And then exhale, shift the hips back. Kind of move with this on your own breath. So moving dynamically, inhale, come forward. Exhale, hips back, left leg straightens or straightish, knee can stay bent. One more time, inhale, forward. And exhale, peel the hips back. Pause. Really take this time to be fully present in the body. So you feel that sensation in the back of the left leg, obviously, but where else do you feel sensation or even a lack of sensation? You're trying to get everywhere at once with your attention. Good. Walk it forward, runner's lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Next breath in, come forward to plank pose. As you exhale, hold plank. Press the ground away from you. Puff up the middle of the upper back. Firm the thighs. Draw the tailbone back towards the heels. This first round, let's take knees to the ground. So lower knees. And then bring the heart forward towards the fingers. Lower all the way down, keeping your elbows in. First round, let's take locust. Reach the legs back, tops of the feet press. Reach the fingertips back, palms face the earth. You can bring the forehead down or just start to lift the head, the arms, the legs, locust or Savasana. And then feel that even amount of strength and awareness in the back body. You should be able to move here a little bit. So as you breathe in, feel the bottom of the lungs. You might feel a bit buoyant. You don't want to feel static or stuck. Exhale, hands down. Downward facing dog. Could be through all fours or hands and knees or plank. Take a breath in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, descend the heels back towards the ground while drawing your front thighs up. Let's take one more warm up here. Bring the right leg up and back. This time a little bit more attention to core as you exhale. Knee peels into third eye. Press the ground away, empty your breath. Inhale, reach the leg back up to sky. Good. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. Once again, back knee down. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana, arms, chest lift, Taimina. As you exhale, right arm, take it underneath the left, Garudasana. Or you can take this version or bring the hands to opposite shoulders. Lift the elbows up, send the forearms forward. Take another breath. Nice. As you exhale, release fingertips down to the earth. Tuck the back toes under, lift the knee. And then twist this time. See, right arm open. Inhale. Exhale, palms down. Let's take it back, downward facing dog. Look out for cats. Excuse me. Inhale, other side. Left leg up and back. You're going to pull knee to nose. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, reach the leg up and back. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. Back knee down. Anjaneyasana, lift up. Good, pause, exhale. Left elbow underneath right. Garudasana, eagle. So keep the attention of the floor under the feet, even as you take the bind of the arms. As you draw the forearms forward slightly, feel the shoulder blades pull apart and down. Good, release the bind. Fingertips to the earth. Tuck the back toes and lift the back knee. Energize inner thighs, keep squeezing them towards one another, and then ab twist. Left arm open, that right hand can be on the floor. You can use a block. Take another breath, inhale, lengthen your heart and head forward. Oh boy. Exhale, hands down, downward facing dog. Excuse me. Inhale, come forward to plank pose. Right, this is the yoga practice, whatever's there, and work around it. So, forward, all the way down. Knees can always come down first. Let's do cobra this time. Keep the hands here, a little bit behind the shoulders. Anchor the tops of your feet. Anchor your thighs, your pubic bone. And then peel the heart up. So just high enough that you're using your back muscles. If you were to float the hands away, right, you could still stay upright. Try to pull the mat or ground forward as you lengthen the heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. You guys remember, child's pose is always there. I'll take one. And anytime child's pose is it. I know. Baby, yeah, so sweet. If your head's one way, take the cheek the other way. Let's come back up. All right, I'm probably going to take a few breaks, so feel free, find child's pose. When you need to come into yourself, definitely the time for it, right? Excuse me. Come forward. Hands and knees. Let's meet downward facing dog. All right, first time. Let's bend the knees. Inhale, look forward. And then walk tippy toe all the way up, feet between the palms. Let's pause here again. Speaking of just coming into these forward folds, just for these moments of in a deeper reflection. Maybe hands hold opposite elbows or forearms. Knees might stay very soft. Allow all of that weight kind of drain through the top of the head, through the spine. And by weight, I just mean the tension that most of us are probably experiencing right now. Right, find your breath again. As you exhale, release the arms. We're going to come up halfway, finding that strength in the back body. Hands to shins or thighs. Heart draws forward. Exhale, refold, Uttanasana. 2 more times. Really ground the centers of your feet. Inhale, come up halfway or a little bit more. Draw the shoulder blades on the back. You want to feel strong in your back body, belly in. Exhale, fold, soften. 1 more time. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Fingertips barely touch shins or thighs. Inner thighs roll back, heart forward. Exhale, fold, forward, release. Next breath to standing. Ground the centers of your feet. Reach the arms, circle them up. Then exhale, draw the palms back to heart center. Take a half sun together. Inhale, ground your feet. Legs firm, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Good, inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold, really firm under your feet. Your feet are active, they're alive. Then inhale, use them to stand all the way up. Sweep the fingertips, reach tall. Exhale, hands at heart center, mountain pose. Find the center of your feet. Let's keep going. Inhale, circle the arms. Press the feet down. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Again, let all of that tension drain through the top of the head. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. And then exhale, let's step back, plank pose. We're going to stay here 3 breaths. All right, so in times like these where we can get pretty tense in the body, tense in the mind, it helps so much to come back to this practice, to the mat, to the challenges that we face on the mat. It's pretty much the same as we face off the mat. So use your breath, your attention. Stay breath by breath, moment by moment. If you need to come to the knees, drop to the knees. Take 1 more round of breath, lengthen the heart. And then all the way forward and down, exhale. You're going to feel that heat in your body. Clasp the hands on the low back. This time, locust with the bind. Lift the chest, arms, legs. If the bind doesn't feel comfortable, feel free to ditch it and just palms towards the earth. Take 1 more round of breath. It's not about the height here, but the length. And then exhale, downward facing dog through plank or hands and knees. 3 breaths here. So following your prana, stay in down dog or rest child's pose or heroes. If you need that kind of more connection to, you can always take hand to heart, hand to belly. If you're in child's pose, you can bring the arms, tuck them by the side more like an embryo. If you need that heat in down dog, stay there. We'll meet back down dog in the next couple breaths. And again, feel free to kind of make this your own practice all the time. So when you need breaks, take breaks. When you need more activity, take it. Let's bring the right leg up and back lift. 1 more time, knee to nose as you exhale. Really round the back like you're doing cat pose. And then inhale, re-lengthen the leg back up. Use that same core strength to step all the way forward, eyes forward, warrior 2. So pivot the back foot at about a 45. Really want to feel the ground under you first before we come up. Good. So you can check the stance. You're going to find your footing. Soften the drishti over that front middle finger. And as you hold asanas, as we come into these postures, these are vehicles for our attention and awareness. So we hold, we breathe, and use that curiosity and awareness just to observe what's going on physically, mentally, emotionally. Just be there for ourselves. Let's flip the front palm, inhale. Exhale, keep the legs, but reverse warrior, set a side bend. Right hand can come down. Left hand can come down, whatever side you're on, or wrap around lower back. This is different than class. I don't know if I'm mirroring you or not. Take another breath in. Feel the legs up and feet press down, and then come back, warrior two, as you exhale. And let the hands rest on the hips or the pelvis. Begin to straighten the right leg. I'm going to pull the right thigh bone up and in. And then from the right hip crease, we're going to bend. Allow that top left hip to move forward and down. So Trikonasana. Hand shin or using a block. Keep the legs active here, like you're pulling the mat apart and also drawing the mat together. Pushing the mat apart, drawing it together. Keeps these on. Right fingertips on the shin, left arm up. And a deep breath in that open chest, open heart. And as you exhale, let's come back down, runner's lunge. Inhale, lengthen the heart forward. Good. Exhale, step back to plank pose. You can start to add in kind of your own flow here. We've done locust, cobra, inhale and plank. If you feel the need, chaturanga, come forward to the toes, lower halfway down. Tops of the feet to the earth, straighten the arms, the heart. These are just options for you. Exhale, downward facing dog. You notice your energy level. See what you need. Other side, left leg, up and back reach. Gonna bring knee to nose. Exhale, curl in. Knee to third eye, empty the breath. Inhale, lengthen the leg back up. Need that same attention and awareness to round the back, look forward this time, and then step. Back foot pivots. Warrior two, other side. Just take some time here for your own breath. Keep the fingers alive. Keep that back arm kind of the same amount of awareness as that front reach. Flip the front palm, left palm up. Exhale. The right fingertips hand gently to the back, or for a little bit more, you can take that half bind, wrap it around lower back. Try not to crunch the back ribs as you open the left side body. Take another breath in here. Exhale, come back, warrior two. Staying aware of the center of both feet. Let the hands rest for a moment. Keeping the legs active, try to pull that left thigh bone up as you press the feet down. And from this left hip crease, taking a side bend. This hip's gonna move a little forward and down to create room in the back pelvis. Left hand to your shin or to a block. Right arm up. Drishti, you can look up at that thumb if that bothers your neck, or if you need a break, and just let the head hang. So we're again here in this pose, you're feeling this breath, this moment. Your body is doing great. Here it is. Exhale. Take it down, runner's lunge, fingertips surround front foot, back heel up. Find that length in the spine, inhale. And then exhale, just take your choice. So you can head down dog. As always, you can go down dog and go right to plank. You can come forward to plank, inhale. Take chaturanga if you need that heat. Come all the way to the ground if you just need a moment. Locust, cobra, upward facing dog, inhale. And exhale, downward dog. So 3 to 5 breaths, wherever you need. Stay in down dog, heroes, or child's pose. And like taking some time really just to process and feel and just become that beat, the heartbeat, the heat of your body the thoughts that are present, the space in which you're in, and it all comprise this moment. So more than ever, we need that attention on what's happening now, right now. It's breath to breath, and moment to moment, and this practice is really made for this time. So when you forget, when you spin out a little bit, and can you come back to this inhale and this exhale? The feeling of your body where it is in space. We'll meet downward facing dog. Let's bend the knees, look forward. Step, hop, or walk. Uttanasana, forward fold. Lift and lengthen spine halfway. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold in. Good. Sweep the arms, inhale to standing. Lift the gaze softly. Exhale, palms to heart center, mountain. And again, one more time to feel this posture on your feet. Find the very center of each foot. And feel your pelvis, your hips, stack right over that center. Shoulders right over the pelvis. Let's keep going here. Bring the feet a little closer together. Chair pose. And lower the seat as you reach the arms up. Utkatasana. Add a little bit of heat twist. Take left arm back, right arm forward. Good. Inhale, reach up back to center. Exhale, other side. Right arm back, left arm forward. Good. Inhale, reach up, center, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Again, yogis, your call. Plank to the ground, plank to chaturanga. I'm just not going to do any of that because I need some coolness right now, so down dog. Take some time. Reset, recenter. Let's bring the right leg up from downward facing dog. This time, let's take right knee to the right elbow. Squeeze it all the way in and empty the breath. Really press the ground away. Inhale, re-lengthen the leg to sky. As you exhale, step forward. Stay on the ball of the left foot. High lunge or crescent, reach the arms. You might widen the feet here. Tailbone becomes heavy. Good. Clasp the hands behind back body. Inhale, heart. Good. As you exhale, lean slightly forward, halfway. So kind of a grounded warrior. At any time, you can really ditch the arms. We're going to start to drag the toes forward, and up. Maybe using the wall to balance, if you're lucky enough. Right. Arms can be here or forward if you've got the space. Hands can be at heart center. And we're going to come right back to crescent. So big bend in that right leg. Left toe is right behind you. Inhale, reach the arms up. Add a twist. Right arm back. Left arm forward. Exhale. Good. Flip this, reverse it. So left arm comes up. Right hand to thigh or maybe around. Take another breath in. Strong in the legs. Exhale back to that twist. Inhale, reach the arms to center. Exhale, palms down. Your choice. Plank pose or downward facing dog. Child is always there. I'm going to step it back for this next one. Okay, left side, inhale. Left leg up and back. Reach. Exhale, knee to that upper left elbow towards plank pose. Empty the breath. Inhale, re-lengthen the leg up. Exhale, step forward. High lunge. I always like to feel the ground first. So we're not rushing through it, right? Earth is there, it's been there this whole time. Reach the arms, crescent. And as you exhale, clasp the hands. You can always just take hands opposite forearms, what works for you. Lean the torso halfway. And then find your thighs again. Squeeze them in, draw the navel in, ribs in. And you try to peel those right toes forward, forward, forward. Right, try to drag the mat forward and then lift it up. Warrior 3 or airplane. Arms where they're comfortable. So you can level out your hips, right hip in line with that left. There's the heat. Whew, inhale. Gonna come right back to crescent, so step that foot way, 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 way back. Inhale, reach the arms up. A little bit of this flow, exhale, add a twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Good. Inhale, reverse. In a twist. A little bit more challenging. Exhale, back to a T. Inhale, center arms up. Exhale, plant the palms. You choose, flow back or step back. Hang in downward facing dog or rest. 3 breaths. Another reminder again, when you come back to that still point, feel where you are. You feel the quality of your breathing, the quality of your attention or your awareness. Mindful of this moment, this present moment experience right now. From downward facing dog or child's or heroes, let's take a break and come onto our seats. So you can jump or hop through or just sit down. Let's start in kind of a little bit of a prep for boat pose. I like to take the hands behind my thighs, tippy toes to the ground, and then start to peel and pull your toes back, back, back. Long line of energy from belly to heart, lifting the shins. We'll keep it bent for now. Hands might stay here for that groundedness, or you can reach them out. You need a little bit more heat in action. Get inner thighs squeeze in, lift the heart. You're gonna come to low boat as you exhale, so hover legs and upper back. Like to look up to make the neck long. Inhale, take the arms up and behind you, recline handstand. To reclined crow as you exhale, peel up, knees to upper arms. 2 more. Inhale, recline handstand. You might take a modification too. You can keep the knees a little bent. Hands can be here. Exhale, crow pose. So let this work for you. Take 1 more round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crow pose on your back. Knees to upper arms. Pull the belly down. And then rest. Let's bring feet to the ground. Head and shoulders to the earth, pause. Hands can come to torso or belly. Feel the breath under your hands. Try to fill the lower lungs first. And then the middle, ribs expose out all the way up into the heart. And then on the exhale, let the heart come down, the ribs come in, belly lowers. All right, a little bit of obliques to fire up our twists. So let's keep the knees right above the hip creases. The key here is trying to keep the knees here without them coming in. So I think we're used to doing that with bicycles. All right, we come in, a little bit deeper of a challenge to keep the knees stable. Let's see if I can even do that. I don't know. Clasp the hands behind the back of the head. So keep the elbows wide, really cradle the neck so it has length. Let's take an inhale, deep breath. You're gonna hold your breath for a moment. Lift the tail up a tiny bit and then exhale, right elbow to the left knee, extend the right leg long. And then inhale to center. Oh boy. Hold the breath, curl the tailbone, and then exhale. Keep that right knee where it is as you take left elbow to the right and extend the left leg. We're not going to do too many as always. Just inhale back to center. Stay up off the shoulder blades. Take a deep breath, hold. Exhale, can that left knee stay where it is? Right elbow, left knee. Can you lift the left shoulder blade off the ground? Ridiculous. Inhale to center. Other side, hold breath, curl tailbone. Exhale, left elbow to the right knee. Try to lift the right shoulder blade up also a little more. Oh yeah, I know it hurts knee. One more time, hurts so good. Inhale, elbows wide. Lift the tailbone, exhale, right knee, right elbow, left knee. Lift the left shoulder blade higher. Inhale, center, last one. Curl tailbone, exhale, twist. Lift that other shoulder blade off the ground. Oh my gosh, and rest. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. If you found any tension in the hips or the neck and the head, you're gonna move it side to side. It's okay, I'm okay. Feel that heat and that tension right in the center. Right, that's awake now. So draw the knees. You're gonna use that fire. You're gonna roll yourself forward and back. You're gonna take your time with this. There's no rush. We'll cross the ankles. You can take it back to plank pose or hot to chaturanga, right? Or just step back down dog. But with all that new fire and aliveness in your abdominal center and down dog, let that lift the hips higher. So you can press the thighs back, heels draw closer. Yeah. Bend the knees, inhale, look forward. Step, walk or hop, exhale, top of the mat, forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Come all the way to standing. Inhale, reach the arms, press the feet. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, last standing sequence. Let's take chair pose again, Utkatasana. Good, from here, I'm gonna cross right thigh on top of the left. So eagle legs, you can keep the toes on the ground or float the toes. You can wrap the toes around calf. And then bring right arm underneath the left. All right, again, you can always hold opposite shoulders. You squeeze everything, your legs, your arms to the center line of the body. I'm gonna unravel this to take it to warrior three. So I'm gonna unwrap, unravel, kick it back. Warrior three. Level the hips. Step it back, high lunge. Inhale, reach up. Let's exhale out a twist, right elbow to the left thigh. Good, squeeze the inner thighs. Find space for your breath, because it's challenging to breathe. Breath at a time, one breath at a time, always, always. Lower the palms, take it back, you choose. Flow back or step back, downward facing dog. You take that right leg again, so right leg up and back. This time right knee to the left elbow or tricep, squeeze it in, cross. Use those obliques you just fired up. And then you inhale, leg reaches back. Good, this time step it forward, warrior one. So a little closer to the right side of the mat. Left foot 45 degrees, a little closer to the left side. So shorter, wider stance. We'll start with just the hands on the hips, or you can take that expression, arms up. And bend the left elbow, right fingertips hold the outer elbow, so tricep stretch, or Gomukhasana. You can keep it like that, or take the other hand behind you. Good. Find your breath. So breathe into those spaces that feel constricted, right, or tight, or breathe into the spaces that need a little bit more light and attention. Release the bind of the arms. Bring hands to hips. Start to straighten that front right leg. Again, shorten or widen your feet so you can really feel that back foot pressing down. We're gonna come forward about halfway from that right hip crease bend. Keep pulling the left hip back, right hip back. And then left hand to a block or earth on the inside of the right foot. Encourage that right hip back, lengthen the heart, and then use the abdominals to twist and turn the spine. Revolved triangle. Good. And breathe through the spaces and places that feel restricted. Exhale, palms down. Again, your choice. Down dog, flow back, step back, rest. Stay active. You choose. Bend the knees, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop Uttanasana, fold forward. Halfway, inhale. Release it, forward fold, exhale. Sweep the arms all the way up. Last side, you guys, almost there. Exhale, palms to heart center, mountain. All right, so that tiny little chair coming into chair pose. And just enough to take that left leg up and over, left arm under. Garudasana, squeeze arms, legs to the center point. So there's no stopping that right foot or that standing foot from moving. There's always going to be those micro adjustments. That's what balance is. Right, is finding some stability in that movement. It was never going to be fully still. Release, open, warrior three. And then float that back to a high lunge. Find the ground, it's there. Inhale, reach the arms. And stay an extra breath if you need. Exhale, plant your palms. Flow back or step back, downward facing dog. Last time. So the left leg, up and back, reach it up. I'm gonna bring left knee across the body to the right elbow. Just be curious, like what muscles do you need to fire on to get it there? Inhale, reach the leg up and back. Exhale, warrior one. So stepping left foot closer to that left thumb. Right foot out to the side. Arms up or hands can rest on the hips. Virabhadrasana. Right elbow bends, hand behind the skull. And the left hand can draw that outer elbow skin up and in. You might keep it just like this or find that bind. One side is probably very different than the other. Draw navel in, ribs in. Release the bind. Hands to hips. Keep the legs active as you start to straighten that left. So inner thighs squeeze in, outer hips hug. Lean forward from the left hip crease. And then from that back foot, that's where you're getting the power to twist. Keep pressing that back foot down. Right fingertips to a block or to the earth. Pull the left hip back and then use your abdominal muscles to turn to the side. Revolved triangle. Take your breath, your prana, and fill your physical body and attention with it. Last breath. Good. Exhale. Last time, flow back, step back, downward dog. Let's do one more active pose. Once you get to downward facing dog, you can set up in a dolphin anyway. Right, you might come to hands and knees first, clasping the hands to a tripod or palms on the ground. You can do it straight from down dog. Either way, the elbows will end up underneath the shoulders. Walk the feet as close as you can to the face. Keep pressing the ground, dip down. Try to hollow out your armpits. So downward dog basically, but on your forearms. 5 breaths.
right? The heat's obviously there, it's challenging, it's hard, there might be shaking, but can you breathe through it so you're just aware that you're taking an inhale? It might be challenging. Exhale, feel the release. Again, inhale as best as you can, find the space for the breath. Exhale, let the head hang. Where can you loosen up? Where can you soften? You determine when you're ready. Child's pose, or if that's a little too warm right now because that was a hot pose, and sit back, heroes. If you need that extra connection, hand to heart, hand to navel, belly. Take a moment to really feel the presence of your prana, your breath. Feel your physical body, because it's right here, right now. Keep that awareness even as you transition hands and knees. Again, take some time to move in a way that is unique to you. Even as you move and transition, you're still aware of the breath and how the body is moving itself. So it's really easy to just go on autopilot and just move because it's a habit. But can you really listen, determine what could you use right now? Take 3 to 5 more breaths just to explore. It may or may not look like a yoga pose you've taken before. Take it from here to our back body. I'm going much slower from here on out. Again, staying aware of how you're breathing, how you're moving through transitions. Lay down, knees bent, feet to the earth. So draw the heels back as if you might be able to touch the heels. Find a base of your feet that feels stable, strong. It could be feet hips distance or maybe a little bit more. And then flatten the lower part of your back, your lumbar spine, so that the tailbone moves forward to the heels. Ground your arms. Press your inner feet and your heels. Start to lift up the hips. Slowly lift middle back. Slowly upper back. Good. Bridge pose. Few different feelings of the arms here. If they feel tight, clasping your hands, you can keep the palms out, face up. You can take robot arms, elbows bent, fingers up. Or walk the shoulders closer to clasp the hands underneath. Keep breathing into your belly or the lower part of the lungs, the diaphragm. And then continue to bring the heart closer to the chin, but the chin kind of away from the heart. The neck is long. Three more breaths. Of course, you come down when you need. Keep feeling the feet ground, maybe the toes lift up. Your glutes, your butt, it's engaged, but it's not over firm, tight. Release the bind of the arms. And then roll the spine down one vertebrae at a time. Tick, 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 tick. Tailbone last. For a moment, just knees lie together, knock knee. And then yogis, your choice, right? Another bridge pose. You're going to come into full wheel. I'm trying to feel out what my body wants right now. You could just lay here. So last back bend, your call. Bridge, same thing, arms can be where they're comfortable. If you're going further, Urdhva you can find that stable base in the feet. Don't lose the attention in the feet. Hands come by the ears, elbows draw in. Good. Keep pressing heels, inner feet as you straighten the arms. Draw the heart kind of back towards the elbows, tailbone towards the heels. If you need a little bit more space, you come up to the balls of the feet so there's a little compression in the lower back. You want to feel long and lengthened in the back body. Not like you have a specific sensation in just one part, but broad and even sensation. Really deliberately lower down. Same thing, just pause, not need to feel. And then when you're ready, feet can be wide as the mat. If you need a little time, you can kind of sway knees side to side. Again, remember, feel that ground under you. Feel the breath continue to move. Mindfully, knees can come into the chest. We're not going to go too much further than this, but do you want to take these last few postures on our seat? So however you get there, you can roll up, roll side to side. I'll go with the side. And then come all the way up to just a comfortable cross-legged again. Nice. Almost done, guys. And feel where you are. Feel your sitting bones. Really simple twist. Right fingertips behind. Left fingertips to the right knee turn. You don't need to go far. Now really deliberately slow these last few postures. Good. Exhale, come back to center. Switch sides. Left fingertips behind. Turn. Notice it's really easy to push and to pull here, can you? And then just come to that really natural edge and just pause and reflect. Keeping in mind that this practice is a means of keeping that awareness and attention to this present moment. And boy, do we need that right now. Come back to center, exhale. I'm gonna offer you a choice. And forward fold of whatever capacity makes sense for you. Feet can come together. I think this is the most accessible, for the most part, Baddha Konasana, feet bound angle. If you're feeling called, you might take Upavishta, legs to a V, or Paschimottanasana, legs together. And then so choose one that won't bring any extra tension to your body. Again, it's not about how far you're going, but you're contacting that edge. So I'm going to bring feet together. Just folding inward until you find that first initial edge where your body kind of stops itself. Going with that opening and the flow, you might stay there or then close the eyes and let the head hang. And feeling the presence of your breath in your back body, behind your heart, in the back of the lungs. If this is kind of working for you, you know, feel free to stay as long as you need. And then I'll invite you into a Savasana of your choice. Could be lying down, traditional. You might take a more grounded approach. So it could be fetus. Could be lying prone. We'll take one last breath together when you feel situated. So wherever you are, seated meditation, Savasana. Take the last inhale in, conscious breath. And then exhale. If you need that one more, it's there. Take one more conscious breath in. And a conscious exhale out. And then after that exhale, just let your breath go completely. So allowing your breath to come back to natural, whatever its natural state is right now. And here's the best cue that I've given in the past, that I've taken for these times, is to right now just trust your body and trust your breath and trust that it's breathing in whatever way that you need it to. So in Savasana, wherever you are, even if it's short, if it's choppy, if it's long, trust that rhythm of the body and breath. And just let it be exactly as is. Offer you to stay where you are in Savasana and take that extra time for yourself. Right? Stay there. Seems like we need a little bit of an extended Savasana. So thank you for practicing with me, but take the time to end practice on your own. And remember, we're still in this community, even though I'm here, my little nook at home, you guys are home. We're all kind of doing this together. So one breath at a time, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.